Good evening, world. Stay strong in Jesus. Murder disguised as war. So we go back to the Old Testament. We go back to the time of David. We go back to Psalms. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Now we go back to David. David was the second king of Israel, and he was loved by God, but he was not without sin, nor was his son to follow, Solomon, who built the temple for the Lord. See, David did this one thing that probably stood out more than anything to me, is when he asked God, shall I take Saul's life, the first king? And God said yes. And David refused God because he knew that Saul was also the king and one of God's servants, one of his children. Then go through the thing about Goliath and all that stuff, and then we get to David warred against everybody. He brought from Egypt all the way to Israel. That became his kingdom. Then you look at and I can't remember her name. I want to say Bethesda, but I'm probably wrong. He had a baby, a child, with one of his leaders, one of his soldiers. And then he sent that soldier out on the front line to die so that he could marry his wife and have his child. And he murdered someone he loved for sin, but disguised it as war. He sent out one of his men that he would have done before, but not because he was defending or he was fighting for them, but because he wanted him to die so that he could take what he had, a beautiful woman, a child of sin. I was in the United States Navy, Seabee, for 20 years. My father was a United States Marine. Not a lifer, someone that was supposed to go to jail, but got sent to Vietnam towards the end. The worst part, coming out of a country that's gripped with war. Being the last ones out. I know that all too well. And why was I in war? 9/11. How many people went to Iraq and died? I went to Afghanistan and died for a lie. It's for freedom. It's for redemption for those that died in 9/11. And you can take that what you will. But if you ask me, there's a lot more evidence that we had more to do with it than we would like to admit. And I'm not talking about the government, because they know what they did. America is great on paper, but wherever you look, whether you're liberal, whether you're conservative, whether you're Catholic, whether you're Jew, whether you're Muslim, whether you're Hindu, whether you're Native American, amongst all those societies and everything like that, the one that has been persecuted more than any of the Jews in the Holocaust, or any of the Indians in the United States, or the other atrocities that happened way before white man came here. Yeah. We don't own any of this. This is a gift from God. And if you think that you're righteous because you're Democrat or Republican, or whether you believe in Trump or not, and I don't believe in Trump. I supported him as long as God supports him. As long as he was willing to submit to him before he was submitted to America. Stay strong, world. If you're looking for Jesus, if you're looking for your true treasure in heaven, your loved ones, Jesus, God, a life where all this stuff doesn't matter anymore. If you're looking for Jesus in everything, you're definitely going to see the evil in everything. And you're going to realize it's a lot deeper and a lot more purposefully planned by those who believe that they're doing it for the right reason. Stay strong, world. Have a good night. Jesus is the answer. One love.